I want you to imagine, this is choose your future, okay? I want you to imagine you're running your training and you remember some of the things that I talked about during this presentation, and then maybe you start feeling some warning signs. And maybe you're like, okay, Dr. Michael was telling me about point-specific pain over a bone that hurts worse when I jump and run. I think maybe I might be feeling some of those things. So if you're kind of here at the warning sign piece, okay, you really have two options, okay? You can go in like I did after I did my program, and I just kind of ignored the pain, and I thought it was kind of go away on its own. And then what you start to do is what we all do is we say, all right, let me take a couple weeks off running. Let me decrease my volume. I'm going to run on the treadmill so I'm not outside. So you're kind of making compromises in your training, which ultimately leads to training that you don't enjoy. It's suboptimal, and you're just trying to baby it. But what these things actually need is for you to pause running, because the jumping and the impact is one of the key aggravating factors. So what will happen is you go through you feel the warning signs. I kind of feel it. You ignore it. You try to modify. You do some suboptimal running, and then if you just kind of stay in this cycle, you're just here. And this is where I was for months. And then I got to a point where I was like, what the hell, man? I'm just in this. I can't figure out what's going on here. And it wasn't until I realized that, you know what? I had to stop running in order to actually make the path towards healthy running, okay? And that is a very difficult thing to come to grips with, because we, in the running community, we admire consistency. We admire pushing through it and really finishing what you say you're going to do and finishing what you set out to do. And stopping running isn't just about not exercising. It's almost like you're giving up, right? And that's hard to do, but it's necessary in order to get through to the other side where the bone is healing and you're actually running, okay? So being very attuned and astute to the warning signs can get you to say, okay, hold on, I think I actually need to stop now. You do the rehab process, and then you can kind of get to healthy running faster. Otherwise, if you have the warning signs, you actually have a bone stress injury, and you just stay in this cycle doesn't lead to that. You have to go through here, which means pausing running, which sucks, okay? It sucks. So you don't want to do that. So if you start to feel something, take action.